Welcome to the first Ask the Meadmaker of the holiday season 2017. Pour yourself 8 to 10 ounces of brandy, settle yourself in, and join me. Welcome to Ask the Meadmaker, where I, Ricky the Meadmaker, answer your questions about mead making, mead drinking, mead brewing, and really any question you're willing to send to me. Our first question this week comes from either Bernard or Bernard. We talked about that in the past. And he wants to know, is there any reason to aerate, oxygenate, after fermentation has begun? Will it slow down fermentation because they're starting to bud and create more? Are there other risks associated with it? I am of the mindset that you want to get the CO2 out, the gas, during the first few days of a vigorous fermentation, and this is especially true for things with a very high starting gravity. Other than that, you don't really want to put new oxygen in because you risk sherry-off flavors, buggies getting in, and papery-off flavors. Our next question is a reader, and it's nebulously a question. Respect for eating Danish food. If I may ask, why are you so happy for Danish food? I mean, we like it ourselves, but I have never heard of foreigners who like rugbrød. I guess the answer is that I eat Danish food just like the Danes eat Danish food, with a lot of alcohol nearby. Joey X13 wants to know how to get more alcohol into mead, or is he just stuck at 40 proof? Okay. If you're making a mead and you need to start talking in terms of proof and not ABV, your mead is strong enough. The way to get more alcohol after 20% ABV is pour Everclear in it. Just take a shot and then drink your mead, Joey X13, and anyone else who sends me this question. Our next question comes from Paul, who wants to know whether there's any benefit to staggering yeast additions, not nutrient additions, yeast additions, for a mead that's below 8.5% alcohol? And the answer is probably not, but I know a lot of you like to make your mead making harder than it needs to be, so go for it. Our last question comes from Mikey, and I love it for what we will call typographical reasons, because all on one line it said, "Congratulations on your Viking baby, thank you so much, and also, is it possible to pitch too much yeast?" And I like this question because questions about yeast and talking about my daughter are the two things that make my world go round. So thank you. And also, I am of the school that technically you could overpitch yeast, but you're not going to be able to afford to do so. So, thank you. Good luck. Try to overpitch. Let me know if you do so successfully. And keep sending your questions. I'll get to them as soon as possible. Cheers.